Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So, in this episode, I would like to share with you about some things in connection to the celebration of the entire Catholic Church, which is the Lenten season. Ang gospel na binasa kahapon, February 29, it's actually a leap year, is taken from the Gospel of Saint Luke, in which Jesus tried to tell the Pharisees about the story of the rich man and Lazarus. Iko-connect ko ito mamaya doon sa aking pinaka-center ng reflection nito, nitong pinagninilayan natin tungkol sa personal point of view ng ating present Holy Father, si Pope Francis, tungkol sa kanyang opinion kung ano nga ba ang hell kaya ay impyerno. So going back, let me summarize with you the content of the Gospel of St. Luke, in which most, if not all of us Christians, particularly the Catholics, know very well about the story of this rich man and Lazarus. In the story, the uh, rich man was eating in his table, from which morsels of rice were falling from that said table, at ang mga mumo na to ay napupunta doon sa maraming masugat sa katawan at nangangayayat na at malapit na mamatay na si Lazarus. Sakitin na siya that time. And eventually, to cut the story short, namatay itong dalawa, ang mayaman na tao at saka si Lazarus. Si Lazarus ay napunta kay Abraham sa sinasabing bosom of Abraham doon sa langit, at doon sa ilalim naman napunta doon yung rich man. Then all of a sudden, tumingala itong rich man at sumigaw, sabi niya, Father Abraham, would you please ask Lazarus to dip his finger into the cold water to quench my thirst, at ilagay niya yung kanyang daliri na may tubig doon sa kanyang dila, sapagkat hirap na siya sa init na darama doon sa impyerno. Sabi naman ni Abraham, my son, my child, I'm very sorry, but between you and us, there's that big, huge abyss that disconnects us or that separates us from between you and all of our people or our souls here in heaven. And the people in heaven cannot go there if they want to, and those coming from you, they cannot also go to heaven if they want. And eventually, the rich man said, if that is so, Father Abraham, please command Lazarus to go down to earth so that he can tell and warn my 5 siblings that they may change their lives, they may transform, so that eventually they will not suffer the same fate that he did suffer, which is the pains and sorrows and agony in hell. And finally, Father Abraham said that even if there is somebody that may rise from the dead, if they really don't want to change, they will never change. So the sum of it, or the bottom line of that gospel, is the reality of hell. Na ibig sabihin, kahit sa Biblia, ito yung isa sa mga biblical basis ng impyerno. Now, ano nga ba ang gusto ko pang ibahagi on the other side of the coin na rooted or naka-anchor dito sa gospel na to? Ito ay ang controversy o matatawag nating isang trending na balita kung saan nitong January lamang 2024, the Holy Father, Pope Francis, was eventually invited to be the guest in one of the famous primetime TV talk shows in Italy, from which he was asked then what is his idea about hell. Bago niya sinagot yung tanong na yun, kung ano ang kanyang personal opinion or kanyang idea sa impyerno or sa hell, clarify niya muna na sabi niya, hindi ito ang dogmatic teaching or hindi ito yung dogmatic, I would say, presentation or dogmatic basis ng simbahang Katolika kung saan ang mga sumusunod or yung mga followers ng church na to, the Catholics themselves, do follow and do abide. In relation to his answers or his answer to the question, he clearly emphasized that it is his personal view alone. After all, he is also human and he is entitled or has the right for such personal opinion. Sabi niya, well, my idea of hell, I believe, is a place where it is empty. And I hope it to be so. So itong sagot niya na merong impyerno pero walang laman doon na tao ay nagbigay ng sangkatutak na mga bashings, mga reactions, most especially from the netizens sa social media. Yung iba pa nga lumampas pa sa uh, mga usual na mga comments, sabi nga below the belt daw yung mga comments. Although masasabi natin na hindi naman totally dinideny ni Pope Francis ang reality ng hell kung makikita natin sa kanya mga sinulat, yung mga sagot niya sa mga interviews. He also made mention many times about the reality of hell. He even said in one of the commentaries to his interviews that if the Italian mafias will not change, they will go to hell. So it only shows that Pope Francis do believe that there is hell. Sabi pa nga niya, paano naman yung mga tao tulad nila Hitler, nila Judas Iscariot at saka yung iba pang mga nag aim for justice dito sa mundo, yung mga sinasabi ng Biblia, there really is hell. Only that by conviction and maybe because of his hope, based on the divine unconditional love, kindness, and mercy of God and His grace, masasabi niya na the hell is an empty place. In fact, ito yung isa sa mga expression of love ng Diyos natin, ang impyerno, na hindi mapipilit or hindi pinipilit ng Diyos yung mga tao na mga mahal niya because of freedom kung ayaw nilang sumunod kay Kristo. Ang hell actually is, masasabi natin, totally para lamang sa mga tao na mulat sa simula, they never, hindi sila nagsisi, hindi sila nagpasakop kay Kristo. Nasusulat nga sa dalawang importanteng aklat sa Biblia, particularly in the book of the prophet Ezekiel, chapter 33 verse 11, sabi doon na ang Diyos ay hindi papayag na ang isang tao na makasalanan ay mamatay na hindi nagsisisi. At ayon naman sa second book of Peter, God is true to His promises that no matter what, He will always give chance to a person who is a sinner to change for the better so that eventually when he dies, he won't go to hell. Ayon din sa isang sikat na theologian, si C.S. Lewis, sabi niya, the gates of hell is like a gate in which the lock is inside. Meaning to say, ang tao talaga ang pumipili sa impyerno. Ibig sabihin, sa simulat sa Paul, pinili niya magpakasama at never siya nagsisi at nagpasakop kay Kristo. Na kapag pinili niya ang hell, siya at siya lamang ang tanging makakapagdesisyon para mabuksan ang nakasarang pinto ng impyerno at hindi siya pipilitin ng Diyos para makasama siya. At naway itong pagninilay natin ay maging inspirasyon na sa bawat punto ng buhay natin ay laging nagbibigay ang Diyos ng pagkakataon para magbago, para magpatawad, humingi ng kapatawaran, at magbalik loob sa Kanya. Yun naman talaga ang essence ng Lenten season. Prayer, almsgiving, fasting, abstinence, and eventually it will result to conversion, and in the end, when we die, we will never experience hell, but we will eventually go back to God in heaven. Happy Lenten season, and sana may natutunan kayo. Have a nice night.